The truth of the matter is, since 2020, we have been waking up to a collective change through disassociation. The system had us in a learned helplessness state that caused us to constantly be in motion in the series of life. And when we had time to reflect, which most people never even thought of doing, it allowed for this shift of awareness to actually grow. Reality wasn't questioned, it was just followed in. Now, the mental health system will tell you if you're disassociating with reality, then you have an issue. But the mental health system is also based upon the construct of a society. And if a society makes the standards of what mental health is, then you can see how a society that is out of touch with actual human evolution can also be disassociated from. The association is no longer beneficial to those that are associating with it. So you're going to have to set a new boundary and move away from it. And that's where the disassociation comes from. See, we have constantly been in a cycle of inferior and superior. When we look back to the slave wanting to be a master and not actual freedom, we can see this perpetuation of a cycle that constantly even runs. I came up with the same theory a couple years ago that for you to be free in a capitalist society, you have to own people, or not, you're a slave. And doing so, we're just perpetuating the same systems that entrap us. And it's when we move away from these systems of actually wanting more than to be an inferior or a superior that we can actually grow to a different timeline. Everything is rooted in duality. When you understand that our cosmic basis is very basic, then you can understand duality starts with yes or no, good or evil. Good or evil stems from group versus self. This is the constant battle of good versus evil, because you rather rule in hell than to serve in heaven. And this is the constant toil that we're in. So when we start to wake up to these simple programming that has been combined in like these very beautiful coordinated parts, we start to realize that it is time for a new complex program to actually take suit. For the matrix that we just went along with is no longer resonating with us, because now it looks like a cage instead of an escape. So to escape the cage, now we're looking for change. And this is the conscious collective that is actually coming into the forefront of something new. You have the ability to shape a new reality and break free from the cycle of this inferior and superiority syndrome that we have been going through for at least 2,500 years. In this aspect, we have the opportunity to be equal and create a better world. I highlight a better world all the time, but truly, you can be whoever you want to be. Everything is of the human constraint. If you can think it, then you can bring it into the forefront of reality. Everything you see around you was created from imagination. They stopped you from having access to your imagination. This is what keeps a slave in place. But now that you are being free to think and actually experience reality, the keys are being given back to you to create something of substance for yourself.